should do that. So you're laughing.
Oh my god.
No, I know why you're laughing. It's because I have a side too. I'm like, no.
So this is an old picture of me from like a Hustler. I think it was like not Hustler Taboo, but the Hustler Barely Legal. Barely Legal. So it was
nice.
this was for Barely Legal, and I was like 19 at the time, and I had just started doing porn, and I was doing girl, and I just hate this picture because I'm like smiling on the wrong side. And she was like, no, you look really good. And I'm like, no, I really don't look really good. we were just relating on the fact that, like, you know, we each have a good side. And sometimes it's frustrating if someone's like, okay, well, can you, like, smile on the other side? And it's like, I don't want to smile on the other side. Like, I'll show you the picture.
Yeah.
It's just like, you're like in a group photo and you're on the other side and like, this isn't gonna work. No, I'm sorry. I gotta get on the other. You don't understand. I look like a different person from the other side. Okay, it won't. And seriously, you look at this picture. It's like you can't even recognize me. That doesn't even look like me. Like, who is that?
Wait, show
Who
us.
is that?
Show us your side that you usually model.
Okay.
Okay. There you go. The first agency that I signed with was one of the oldest agencies in Los Angeles. I think they first opened up in 1976, around that time, and I felt really comfortable with them, but then I kind of didn't get as much work as I thought I was because they were kind of an older agency. Then I got with a newer agency and they got me work, but then there ended up being like some very petty stuff going inside the agency. It was run by a female, so things weren't really happening the way I thought they should. There was a few times where I feel like I was not being put on the shelf, as we can say. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, I was bottom shelf for my agency, and then finally I left them, and then I went to a third agency. And then my third agency, actually, he's really nice. I really like him. He's newer. He is more relatable. He's a guy. I feel comfortable with him. And he's gotten me a lot of work. But now that I'm in the industry and I'm a little bit more just slightly, I'm very slightly established, I would say. Very little. I feel like it's more like my career is more like up to me. It's on how hard I want to work and how I brand myself, and
definitely,
you know, it's really about the fans and the guys who like really watch me. They're my biggest supporters. If my viewers and my fans don't keep watching me, I don't have a career, and no agency is gonna help me. It really is my fans. Yeah, I love them so much. They buy me clothes, they send me money, they pay,
that's awesome.
They do so much for me. And then there's a few people even in my life who I mean, I don't want to say that they're my fans, but there are like people who you know, just people who they're my fans. But sometimes I hang out with my fans, you know. I don't know, I'm kind of relatable. I try to stick around for them. Yeah.
I totally agree. I had a very similar experience. Just the first couple of people I was with. The first person I was with was like basically taking clients from an agency they worked for and were like working by themselves. But they were booking me they tried to book me for facial abuse, and I would never do that. And you know, it was really frustrating when they talked about that on Girls Wanted, because it's just like only a fucked up agent would But even then, I knew what it was. I didn't just facial abuse is a company that is, I think, run by one guy, and he shoots in New York, and he is just very physically abusive, and basically it's a face fucking scene, and he just talks mad shit to you the whole time, and really says some degrading shit. and a lot of times you'll see like girls like crying at the end and stuff, and I mean like I would just never do that. So like for someone to do that and then like, I don't know, complain about how horrible their job is, why would you agree to do something like that for money? I mean, that's just like my opinion. Not that I mean like,
They try to make
it's not
you
like the
throw
guy's
up.
making you like do something you didn't agree to do, you know?
They try to make you throw up on facial abuse. They want you to be pretty embarrassed. I would say the raunchiest shoot I've ever done is probably Bang Bros. Yeah, that was pretty fucking ghetto. And the guy who I had sex with was a total fucking douche bag to the douchiest fucking bag. But I mean, yeah, he was really hot and he had a like big dick, and I really like hot douchey guys with big dicks.
You know, I talk about my interracial gangbang on another one of my videos, and it's interesting how much like basically I just talk about like, you know, my experience with it, and because I wanted people to know that it was a good experience for me, and I just come to talk about how everyone I worked with was really professional and cool on set, and very like accommodating as far as like how I felt, and we actually all went out to dinner afterwards. We all went out and got sushi, which was the same thing that happened on the first porn scene that I ever did, and I was like, I just thought that it was like cool that I've just met a lot of really cool people in the industry that like, there's definitely like some assholes in the industry for sure, and I mean there's assholes everywhere, but like, you know, I don't know, I just, for the most part, I'd say that my experience in the adult film industry has been positive. There has been like negativities to it, but like, fuck dude, I work for myself, like I can do whatever I want. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I'm given a freedom that most people don't get. And like, even though people might judge me for what I do, like, I still get to do whatever the fuck I want. And I'm fucking happy, so like, you know, who the fuck can say anything about anything? They don't even know like how I feel about it, you know what I mean? Like, everybody's different, and I feel like, you know, if you don't enjoy what you do, then you probably shouldn't do it, and that goes for any profession. Like, I mean, if anything, it just causes like mental and emotional and even physical turmoil, you know? If you're not happy, it just starts to affect like every aspect of your life. And yeah,